Aloha. How are you today? I'm here to invite you to really tune in to the voice of your heart. Really begin setting the tone for your dreams, your heart's awareness, your higher purpose, your soul's truth. And today I want to begin with talking to you about taking steps and doing things that perhaps may make you feel uncomfortable. This isn't always easy because we have different emotions that come up for us whenever we think about our dreams. And often there are memories of disappointment or pain where others have hurt us. And we think, how am I going to get from here to there? How am I going to put the pieces of this puzzle together when everything on the outside looks like sort of foggy? And today I invite you to get clear on your intention and really begin to envision yourself in your heart's desires, in your highest truth, in recognizing your playful side, and really just getting a little bit weird, getting a little bit outside your comfort zone, taking time to take action steps that really move you outside your comfort zone by noticing the emotions that come up, the awareness that comes through as you take these action steps to follow your heart's desires. Now, something that I learned about when I went to school for spiritual psychology I don't need this hat. I don't need the mask anymore. I'm pulling back layers in my life. And I encourage you to do the same. Now, one of the things that I learned when I went to school for spiritual psychology was learning to really tune into the voice of my own heart, my own desires, and creating those ideal scenes which were on the forefront of my heart that I just didn't know where to begin and how to connect the dots to those things. I just knew the best way to follow my heart. And in the past, that got me hurt a lot of the times. I got disappointed because all I could do is just see love in everyone and everywhere. And I wasn't really fully grounded in the sense of really making discernment and choosing people in my life that, complemented who I was. And even though these people were very loving and kind, I came across some challenges, some difficulty, because in the past, this wasn't in my awareness. I wasn't taught to really be choosy about the people, places, and things that I was choosing, the jobs I was choosing, the lifestyle I was choosing. And so I had, even recognizing this awareness, I really didn't know how to make decisions that were really in my highest good. And I really felt this way for several years in my adulthood, where I was really battling between the heart and the mind. And I think that's what I'm getting at, is because we all know, we all have a consciousness, we all have a sense, but are we acting on our awareness? Are we following our heart's desires? Are we staying faithful to who we are with integrity? Are we choosing to put ourselves in situations that may be painful because we are seeking acceptance? Or are we choosing things that are moving toward our soul awareness, our heart's desires, our consciousness, our awareness? Okay, this pattern's been going on in this relationship for several years. I need to perhaps move on because I see that it's not changing. I'm growing, and I am growing apart. And though I love and care about this person, it's time for me to move in another direction. So, this recently happened with a friend of mine. And though I love and care about her very, very dearly, I knew that it was time for me to move on because the relationship was becoming unhealthy for me. And in the past, I would choose that over and over and over again, always getting hurt, allowing myself to be hurt, and really always channeling and envisioning this higher consciousness me. I mean, I would sit around and see myself meditating, see myself doing yoga before I was even aware of what yoga was and what that entailed. So we're all constantly getting downloads. We're all constantly getting the guidance that we need to act on, that is going to take us to that higher road, that road less traveled, and move into a place of really being empowered by who we each are, and taking ourselves outside of perhaps the environment we're in if it's not serving our true purpose. And we begin to do this by healing ourselves on the inside in circumstances that bring up unresolved issues. And we each have them, or we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be in this body. We wouldn't be on this planet. We're each working through something. And so today, I invite you to create perception with your perception. I'm just going to say perceptionally, if that's even a word, the awareness of your heart's desires by removing the layers of fear and doubt and judgment that are irrational beliefs about oneself. And we each have them, whether it's in terms of self-respect, self-confidence, self-love, whatever it is that we're battling with, patience, whatever it is. We have the ability to move beyond that by really fine-tuning our consciousness, finding out where those unresolved issues are, and working through them with grace and ease, with loving compassion for who we each are, and recognizing our ability to really move into a space of compassion, of self-forgiveness, of devotion to your soul's purpose. And so today I share with you vulnerably that I myself have had challenges, difficulties along this path that I wasn't aware of how to handle things accordingly that were fulfilling to me. I was always seeking to servitude, to please others. And there's a fine line between our service in the world and our service to ourselves. We have to find that balance, because our sole purpose is to love. That is our sole purpose. That is the truth. And in doing that, we can be empowered and liberated by our soul's truth, and still find our boundaries and set our boundaries with even the people that are closest to us, so that there is a mutual respect there that develops, and therefore taking away any toxic thoughts, any toxicity around oneself or any given relationship. So I thank you for tuning in today, and I invite you to really focus on your heart's desires, create your ideal scene and all those images that you are getting downloads to, because as we transform and we step into faith, we will blossom and develop into more evolved beings. You may picture us flying like flying cars. Whatever it is that you're seeing is part of your soul's journey, your soul's dimension. And recognizing that you do have the ability to fly. And when we follow our heart's desires, we fly high, and we each gain new perspective in who we are. So today I invite you to step outside your comfort zone, step outside your box, and recognize the beautiful divine being that is having a human experience, and I invite you to have compassion for that person, which is you. So thank you for listening today. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Faith, and I do intuitive readings, and I also write. I'm an inspirational writer. And I invite you today to continue following your own intuition. Continue following the guidance that you get, because you are your own best guru. Don't put anybody on a pedestal, and keep honoring yourself and create that space that is sacred and a sanctuary for you to grow, expand, and rise into all that you are. Again, thank you for tuning in. Aloha and namaste.